Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Hanging with Mangg. Where I'm playing a little bit of Cataclysm, The Last Generation, as part of a recorded playthrough I'm doing. And that's all there is to really say about that. You'll have to find out what The Last Generation is and how it plays and all that when you watch my video. Anyways, I have a feeling this is going to be a fairly short stream, mostly because we did not play any RPGs this week. The rest of the family, you know, they all work for the family business, you know, together. I don't, because I have my own business, which is a lot better. Well, it's a lot better for me. But they are all very, very busy this time of year, so I think we're hoping to play on Tuesday, finally. But we'll see how it goes. And so there's not much else to really talk about then. There also wasn't really much Two Brothers play this week. I think we did stream on Tuesday, I think. And we should actually, I think we're going to be streaming this Wednesday, I believe. So that'll be good. But yeah, this week on this channel, Dominions. There'll be many more, much more Dominions. I mean, we're making progress through the list, but man, yeah, I recorded a lot. Let me just see real quick here where I think we are. Let's see, what is this one? 16. All right. So we've gone through, I've already uploaded, like, let's see here. Have I really already uploaded that many? Like 125 of them? Seems like a lot, but all right. Well, that's good because that means that oh boy. Let's see, that's another 145 to upload there. 5, 6, 9, 10, 15, 9, 20, 20. A lot? A lot. Yeah, a lot. Let's see here, at least another 250. Yeah, at least another 250 to go. So we're doing 7 a week. So do the math. It'll take a while. But then that'll be sort of it for Dominions for a little while. Until I record some more someday. I did record some Conquest of Elysium 5, but that game definitely has not gripped me in the same way. I also started recording another game, not from Illwinter, but it's mentioned sometimes in Dominion circles as being somewhat similar. It's a game called Shadow Empire. Very, very nerdy, deep sort of sci-fi 4X war game. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. So I'm kind of in the process of learning. I'm watching some videos, things like that, but it's a lot to take in. There's also solo role manging, which I've also been recording this week. Quite a bit of solo role manging. That's mostly what I've been doing. You know, when I get in the mood and I got a solo campaign thing going, it's pretty good, you know? It's pretty darn good. So yeah, I'm doing a Tales of Argosa thing and having a good time with it. Probably record more of that tonight. And what else? Fire Emblem. That's now done. For those that were not interested in Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, that's now finished. And I'll be uploading something else now. What am I going to upload? I have a lot of unfinished projects, I'll say that. Like, I started RimWorld Odyssey. I did one video, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to play more on my own now to get to a good spot. And then, like, I just started playing other things. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I've had, like, an ongoing playthrough of that now for, like, 8 months. So that's not done. Escape from Duckov. I recorded 3 videos for that. That's not done. And I found out at the end of that 3rd video that the game takes like 30 hours to beat or something. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I started a Diablo 2 Median XL thing, and I got to Hell difficulty, and then I didn't record any more videos for that. I was playing WoW on the like WoW Classic Ascension project servers. And I recorded a couple videos for that, but then I started playing other things, so that's unfinished. I uploaded the operator, so that's done. Oh yeah, I started recording back in June a point-and-click adventure game called The Crimson Diamond, and I recorded 3 videos for that. And then I got into Dominions, and I never thought about it ever again. I have a handful of... I guess this is the thing I do have finished, that I actually said, okay, I'm done. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos for BattleTech. And I took a look at like one of the big overhaul mods. So I just recorded like 6 videos. Like I didn't do a campaign or anything. I just wanted to take a look at it and try it out. So I guess I do have 6 videos of that I could upload. I wonder if that's like it for things I actually have finished. I mean, technically I have 7 games of Wizardry finished, so I probably could just upload those, and I might do that. I don't have 8 finished. I only recorded 1 video for that. So, but yeah, I could upload the 7. I recorded a few videos of Frosthaven, the sequel to Gloomhaven on Tabletop Simulator. That was back in January. And then I was like... It was funny. I was recording a lot of solo role-manging stuff. And then I think like a campaign finished, or... yeah, I got done with something. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try Frosthaven. We had a lot of fun with Gloomhaven and that fan expansion and stuff. And then I started doing a few things with Frosthaven, and then I was like, fuck, this is just not as good as solo RPGs. So then I went back to solo role-playing for, like, another month. I recorded some videos of Command & Conquer. I had an intention of, like, playing through all the Command & Conquer games. And then I realized, A, how hard those games are, and B, how shitty I am at RTS. So I sort of, like, gave up on Command & Conquer 1, and I moved on to Red Alert 1. And then I think that went really poorly, too. I think I recorded 2 videos for that, and then I was like, fuck it, this is really bad. I'm just going to move on to Red Alert 2. And then I think I set up Red Alert 2, and I was going to record, and then I just never did. So that's all pretty much a failure. Same thing with Warcraft 2, which I gave up on, and Warcraft 3, which I gave up on. I'm just not cut out for RTS, I think. I do have a variety of videos, a handful of videos for Baldur's Gate 1, but not a conclusion because I lost the save. So I could upload that just because I do have, like, 6 or 7 videos or something for it. And I may as well not scrap 6 videos just because I don't have a conclusion. I tried recording... Well, I recorded one video for the first Ys game, because I was going to play through the whole Ys series, and I recorded one video and then never again. Same thing with Shining Force. I was going to play through the whole Shining Force series. I also think I did the same thing with the first Tales game. Tales of... I want to say Destiny is the first one. I don't remember. I recorded one video for that, and I remember being pretty impressed with it, and then I just never went back to it. I recorded a few videos for Fire Emblem Vision Quest, a mod, or a ROM hack. 3 videos for that, and then I gave up on it. 2 videos I did on a game called Steve Jackson's Sorcery, which was sort of like a choose-your-own-adventure video game that was pretty interesting. I probably should just upload those 2. I think that was only like maybe half the game or a third of the game or something, but it's pretty interesting. That's everything I have. So a lot of unfinished stuff, some of which I probably could upload. A lot of things I won't. Oh yeah, I recorded... No, I wasn't quite done. I recorded 6 videos on Tactics Ogre using like the big overhaul mod for that game. So that was 6 videos until I gave up because I was just like, I'm not really enjoying it. Because it wasn't that interesting to me to like for character progression. I kept on comparing it to Final Fantasy Tactics, and it just was like, I thought this was an overhaul mod. I thought it was going to be a lot more involved and interesting, but it just seemed boring and not involved. I don't know, man. So that's everything. That's a lot. My recording folder has 768 videos in it. But a lot of this I've already uploaded and I could delete. Anyways, that's where we're at, if you're curious. So yeah, Dominions continuing, solo RPGs continuing, and then I'll upload either BattleTech or the Wizardry series up through 7. Maybe uploading Wizardry 1 through 7 will kick me in the ass and make me record and finish Wizardry 8. But yeah, we'll see about that. I had a lot of technical issues with Wizardry 8. Right. What else? Over on the Exploring series, I finally returned. And I uploaded insect SCPs. Which was kind of funny, because I'm sure a lot of people were waiting on, like, SCP-9000 or something, and then I just come back and put out insects. But this week I worked on SCP-9000. And it's good. It's a good SCP. It's tough with the 1,000 slots, because really it's a contest. There's a theme, and whatever the best article is wins. It's all very fair and nothing. It's all good. But I don't know how. I doubt many people are voting based on the idea of, I think this is a good fit for the 1,000 slot. But the truth is, I suppose that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, the 1,000 slot is the same as any other slot. they do a contest for it because it's, you know, obviously kind of an important little milestone for the community and everything. So it's better to do a contest and make an event out of it rather than just, you know, the first person to just submit something that picks the slot. You know, for a while it was like, okay, the 1,000 slots were like big important ones, but even then I'm not sure. I mean, SCP-1000 at the time wasn't really like, I mean, it was a bit broader in scope, I suppose, as far as like the history of the SCP universe, and, you know, and the planet and everything. But other than that, I mean, it wasn't really that unique or special of an SCP or anything. In time, you know, through all these other collaborative works and stuff like DJ Cactus's, the Cactus Verse, taking SCP-1000 and making a lot more out of the mythos and history. Like, okay, there's a lot of importance there. And then like 2000, it's like, okay, this is the answer of how the SCP Foundation can like reset reality and reset the Earth back to normal. Okay, that's obviously pretty significant. 3000, it's like, okay, this answers where all their amnestics come from, which is, you know, sort of a big kind of plot point, I guess, historically. And then 4000, similar to 1000, of just like, it kind of grew into more of importance mythologically and stuff within the universe. But then you got to 5,000. I think that was really the turning point of just like, okay, this is basically just like a cool SCP, but it doesn't really have any bearing on anything, especially because it's deliberately like an alternate universe or an alternate timeline. It really doesn't mean anything to the overall canon. But I suppose it was good for that one to kind of break the dam. And now it's just like, all right, whatever. It's just we're always pretty certain the 1000s are going to be good SCPs, which I think is all we really need. So yeah, it was a pretty lengthy one though. It was about an hour and 15-minute video, which was, it's a bit longer than I like to work on in a week these days. But I mean, it's right in that sort of nook. I don't want to break that into 2 videos or anything. That's just even an hour and 20 minutes is like, it's a little short to break into 2 videos across 2 weeks of work. So it's right in that unfortunate zone. An hour and a half, that's where I break it. Generally. But it was fine. It's all good. And then I think next week I'm actually working on DJ Cactus's latest one, which was not related to the contest at all. It's a rewrite of an SCP that I recall reading back when I first discovered SCP. Basically the aftermath of this kind of World War II battle, I think, to try to end all the wars and stuff. So that'll be good, and I don't think that one's especially long, which is nice because it's a holiday week. And that's pretty much it. And then, work will keep on throughout December. January, I did just look just to see my situation, and I have 3 multi-part videos that I could combine throughout January. Now, there is a decent chance, because I think 2 of the poll options I have on there right now are going to be 2-parters. So there is a decent chance that I might have a 4th 2-parter to combine in January. Otherwise, I might just only take 3 weeks off. But yeah, the odds of me working ahead at this point are pretty slim. Just be very upfront about that. But that's that situation. That's what that is. That's kind of it about the exploring series, I suppose. And like I said, I don't have any RPG stuff to talk about. It's like not really going to talk about my solo RPG stuff. You can just wait and watch my solo RPG stuff if you want to know about that. Nice batch of flour. That's very good. Very, very good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's all I really have to say. I wish I had more going on, but I normally have very little going on, and then when everyone I know is very busy and I'm still recovering from surgery a little bit, it's basically just a big lot of nothing. So that's it. I would talk about upcoming games, but you know, I don't even play upcoming games, really. I play weird, obscure shit that no one has ever heard of, like Shadow Empire and Cataclysm: The Last Generation. So, I don't know. Let me look at the list, just because I rarely look at the upcoming game list for, like, November, December. November's almost over. December, we have Metroid Prime 4 comes out in, like, 2 weeks. Really? Well, this is interesting. I thought I saw a couple, like, screenshots or some trailer. I didn't watch anything. But yeah, I have seen the name pop up here and there. I didn't know it was coming out that soon. Well, Well, how do I feel about this? Well, I played through Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. It would be kind of dumb to not play through 4. Although I remember very little of my time playing Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. And the other thing is, a big factor of why I finally did play through those games is because I could use mouse and keyboard. So, I don't know. I don't own a Switch 2, and apparently it says here that Switch 2 version is going to have higher resolution, faster frame rates, HDR, and mouse controls. Mouse controls. That's shocking. So, I don't know. My normal MO for Switch games, if I was going to play them, is to buy it on the store digitally and then emulate it so I can play in, like, 4K and with good shit. But I think they did do a number on Switch emulation. I don't know the current status of that. I haven't tried to emulate anything on the Switch in a while. So I'll see what the sitch is. It's definitely not a day one purchase for me. I'm not like... I'm a Super Metroid guy, alright? I'm a 2D Metroid guy. So Metroid Prime doesn't fascinate me that much. But I remember not hating Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, although I do also remember getting frustrated more than once. So we'll see. lack of mouse controls, if I were to like emulate the Switch 1 version, could turn me off from it for quite a while. Because who knows how long it'll be before that'll be an option. But maybe it'll be an option day one. I don't know. I have no idea. If it's right away, I could emulate it on a Switch emulator with mouse controls, then I'll definitely buy it and do a Let's Play. Until then, I don't know. We'll see. Certainly a time where I wish Nintendo just put stuff on Steam, but I could see why they don't. This will probably... I don't know. I don't know if this will get anybody to buy a Switch 2, but maybe. I know there's a lot of fans out there. In the US, at least. Certainly not in Japan. They don't give a shit about Metroid. Okay, so there's that. Octopath Traveler 0. I still need to play through Octopath Traveler 2. And that seems like it. That's like it. For the rest of the year. For major releases. Okay. January has Code Vein 2. February, Deus Ex Remastered, which I heard some really bad things about. Neo 3. I got suckered in on Neo 1 and 2, and I couldn't get into either of them, so I'm not falling for that again. Resident Evil Requiem. Maybe. I still haven't played through the RE4 remake, even though it just gets such rave reviews. I think I just care so little. It's tough for me unless there's just... my enjoyment of a game at this point in life is entirely based on how nerdy it is. And it's only the highest degree of nerdiness that will appeal to me now. So that's what's going on. That's what I have to say, and I have no more to say. So, more Dominions, more solo RPGs, probably some wizardry. All very nerdy things. And over on the Exploring series, SCP-9000. Please look forward to it. But for now, my name is Mangg. This has been Hanging with Mangg, and I'll see you fine folks